cold weather fashion does not have to mean drab garments that make us look puffy. No, Devante Dixon would never allow that. He is here, a personal stylist at Macy's. Welcome, glad to have you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Before we bring out the models, what are some of the general challenges that we face when we're just trying to look our best, but cold weather kind of dictates those choices?
Well, I would think just overthinking is like some of the things that we kind of tend to do. Just keeping it simple, but also layering is a good and important factor to have when you're trying to find a wardrobe, especially for this weather that's coming up.
All right, well, let's get into some of our favorite looks. We bring in our first model.
Yes,
talk us through what she is wearing and what pulls this together.
So this is a little bit more of a layering concept where you can wear a vest on top of the long sleeve, and you can de-layer if you wanted to by taking or removing the vest. And then it's just a little bit of monochromatic. You want some cool colors to help as well to kind of complete the look as well.
Nice and warm right in the middle there at the core without feeling like anything's too puffy, bulky.
Correct. Absolutely.
All right. What's the next look you want to highlight? We can learn from all of these
So
things.
we have Natasha next, and she's going to be wearing something that I really recommend. Cashmere is always in, and it's lighter. So this burgundy cashmere is just the right touch for this sweater dress.
There's a little bit of shine under there. It's dressy without being uncomfortable.
Yes, you still want to look fashion forward, especially with the button detail, and the long boot actually kind of fits well.
What kind of sleeves are happening under there?
So it's going to be a short sleeve here. And then we also have the version in a long sleeve, so I think, it's like a quarter length. So that's going to be a perfect length so that you're not too hot or too cold.
Okay, excellent. And we've got
a
pair of models coming up next.
So we have twins.
Bring them in. All right, what are they? Oh, those are great.
Shamaro and Shavaro, right? So these gentlemen have two different concepts on, and I love the de-layering effect. So we have a long trench coat, if you will, without the button showing, so it's more casual, turtleneck and slacks. And then over here we have more of like that faux fur, to where you can be a little bit more warmer, but you also have a thin long sleeve collar underneath as well.
Yeah, and I like this coat. He wears it open, and I guess if it's cold, he can hold it around himself a little bit.
Correct. And they're both long sleeves underneath, so they can actually de-layer from the coat and still feel a little bit warmer.
Yeah. What we're not seeing this season, and I'm not seeing any big, not people aren't going to wear big puffy jackets, but
not unless you're going to Aspen.
We're not in Aspen, are we?
No, we're not. But there's certain occasions for certain locations, so this is actually versatile when it's a lot cooler as well, wherever you may go. But you definitely want to dress the part for wherever location you're going to.
Any advice before we let them go on just how we lay out the things that are in our closets to make them make sense for layering?
Yes, absolutely. I believe in changing for the season, so just make sure that you have the right attire for the right season so that you're not getting things like misconstrued when it comes to what to layer and what not to layer. You can still keep short sleeves, but make sure you have long sleeve coats and also blazers too.
And the basic idea here is we don't have to make a decision between being comfortable and looking good. There are ways to do it all. We don't.
Correct.
We don't have to overdo the layers.
Correct, and that's simply put here as well. You don't have to overdo it.
Okay, and then thank you very much. You look fabulous.
Thank you guys.
All right, so we're inspired on layering a little bit, and then this is also a time when we want to make sure that our skin is moisturized, is hydrated. Who do we have next for
we have Karen, my expert in Lancome at Macy's. So she's just going to touch on revitalizing your skin.
Yeah, so Karen, I mean, this is stuff we do year round.
Absolutely.
But what are some of those cold weather tips we make sure that we always have going for our skin?
So first and foremost, I always want to make sure I tell my clients water. That's the first thing, especially in the winter when it's getting cold, for that hydration. But also if you have a nice hydration toner, which is really good. I also brought our Renergy, which is really good. It gives you 24-hour hydration. It has the shea moisture with the apricot oil that's going to help lock in that moisture as you sleep overnight. So that's a good tip. And also if you have a hydration setting mist throughout the day, if you're going out for any events, daytime with the family, you can spray that if you feel a little dryness. That's going to give you the hydration.
And we know that, everybody's got the brands that they love, but what are some of the, are there some ingredients we're looking for when we're shopping these products?
Absolutely. If you can find one with tea tree oil in it, that's a good one. Shea butter, shea moisture, anything of that nature is going to lock in hydration, especially overnight.
Yeah. And what are the kinds of challenges people come to you with?
Mainly dry skin, texture. So it also a good exfoliation too, that's going to get rid of that dry skin at the barrier of the skin. That will really help too. So good exfoliation.
All right, exfoliate so that you can soak in all that hydration. Okay, wonderful. We appreciate it. We're kind of set here. Devante Dixon, personal stylist at Macy's. Tell us what kinds of services you offer and what it's like to work with you.
So I offer appointments ahead of time, and I am free of service, and we offer 20% off when you book through my website.
Very cool.
So we do men wear, women wear, and also juniors. All depends on the occasion. It could be for anything.
You get to know people, get some advice, and help them feel their best and look their best.
Absolutely, one-on-one is perfect. I love it.
Devante Dixon, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Personal stylist at Macy's. You can set up an appointment online, and we'll have that link on accesscarolina.com.